The fashion industry has weathered many storms over the years, and while the COVID-19 pandemic has put small business owners and larger corporations through financial hardship, the fashion industry is also now refocusing its standards and practices as the world fights for racial equality amid the George Floyd protests. Our producer, Stefan Doino, spoke with the New York Fashion Week creator and fashion industry consultant, Fern Malice, to discuss the current climate and some of the changes the fashion industry could see as a result.
The COVID-19 pandemic is affecting the fashion industry on a wide scale and will obviously affect Fashion Week. What do you think we'll see in September?
Well, I think there's a lot of things that have to happen even before September, but I don't think we're going to see a Fashion Week in any semblance of what people think of Fashion Week. I don't think that big gatherings of people are making sense yet. I think Fashion Week is going to be rethought.
There is this powerful movement right now. Americans are protesting and making their voices heard and fighting for much needed equality. How can the industry help implement change?
Well, I think this industry, like every industry, is also racking their brains, figuring out what do we do, how do we do it. You know, everybody's trying to listen and learn a little bit more about what's the tragedy of racial inequality in this country. You know, it didn't happen last week. It's been happening for hundreds of years. I think that there needs to be more people of color in the C-suite in all of the industry. You know, CEOs and presidents and chief marketing officers. There needs to be more Black people on the boards of directors of the public companies that are out there in fashion. You know, and I think that there's a platform where there are many very successful and very promising Black designers out there now. I mean, more than I've seen in many, many years.
Fern not only created Fashion Week as we know it today, she was also the executive director of the Council of Fashion Designers of America from 1991 to 2001.
What would you say has changed since you started working in the industry, and what do you hope to see continue change?
Well, like I said, I hope to see people listening more, being more respectful, making those changes in every organization, in every fashion company, in retail stores, in production firms, in PR firms, in you know, in the modeling world. I mean, all of it. I mean, we just have to see it. We have to talk to each other. There needs to be more dialogue and more conversation.
And that dialogue is happening right now, especially on social media, after Aurora James, founder of the brand Brother Vellies, launched a powerful initiative.
The 15% pledge is a new effort calling upon major national retailers to dedicate 15% of their shelf space to support Black-owned businesses. If consumers want to be more mindful about supporting Black voices, who are some designers we can start paying more attention to?
Brothers Velli, Telfar Clemens, Flaquan, Christopher John Rogers, Tracy Reese, Kevin Hall in LA, Heron Preston, Romeo Hunt. You know, there are a lot of people doing good work. I'm sure we're going to see things from Virgil Abloh and Fahir Moss, you know, Kirby Jean Raymond. They really stand for something. They mean something, you know, and they're not going to waste an opportunity, you know, to just go out there and sell pretty clothes. They really, you feel it in their soul. There are so many talented Black designers, and I think that we're going to start to see and hear their voices more and see them out there more. And I think that the industry owes that to them. And, you know, you can't tell people to buy their clothes just because they're Black designers. You have to buy things that you love, and they have to be talented people to deserve the business that they have. But their voices and their point of view should be heard. And fashion always expresses the point of view of what's happening in the world.
To learn more about the 15% pledge, you can visit 15percentpledge.org.